Kickstarter, even though our company has been around for about 9 years, we really love the Kickstarter platform. We love the community that we have here, the feedback that we get as we go live with these campaigns. And so it's a platform that we feel like where we can really just engage with our community, so we love coming back to it. All right, we're live with YouTube.
Yeah, I think it's all good to go now. So just a brief recap.
With YouTube.
I think it's all good to go now. So just give me some feedback because we got a live feed going now. Okay, so to recap what we said earlier for those who are on YouTube now, really quickly, we are John and Jacob. I'm John. This is Jacob. We're cousins. We started NOMATIC, and we have launched a new apparel collection on Kickstarter that we're really excited about, and we'll talk through that with you right now. I think we should just jump right in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do it. All right. So first, we want to talk about our pant. So we're calling this the Outset pant, and this is a pretty unique pair of pants. And I'll talk through the materials first. So the materials are a warp knit stretch, so you don't have any spandex in this material. So what that means is the way that it was woven allows for it to have the stretch that you need, but it also provides that
in the pants
breathability and comfort. There
good
you go.
Stretch here. There's feeling good.
So we have 7 thoughtful pockets all around the waist here. So there's quite a few pockets, and we did that so that it helps distribute the way that you carry your gear. And for example, we have a phone pocket here, so when you set your phone in, it doesn't drop all the way to the bottom pocket.
That's this right here. I'm carrying my phone. I'm wearing the pants. So there's the phone pocket. Fits right in. Gives you quick access. So with 2 fingers, you just go in and grab that. I love that feature. And also stops your phone from getting scratched inside of the pocket, which is awesome.
This also allows you to drop something like whatever, a key fob or chapstick or anything down below so that it's not bumping up against your phone. It gives you a little extra space. So you have this hand pocket here for the phone, and then a second hand pocket that you can put your hand into where you're not interacting with your phone and it's not getting scratched by other items. Then moving over to this hand pocket, it's just a basic hand pocket, but we've added this unique gusset. So right on the edge here, we have a little stretch gusset. Yeah, maybe yours will show better.
I'll keep showing it. I don't know. Hey, Blake, can they see this on the Instagram camera? If I go up like this?
Yeah.
Okay, so right here. Go ahead and keep talking.
No, yeah, it's a little bit of a stretch panel. So when you reach your hand in, it naturally stretches and opens up and allows for your hand to have easy access. But we've done a little bar tack back here. And what that means is we stitch it in so that anything that's in your pockets won't fall out. I know for me, when I get home and I'm playing with my children, I lay on the ground on my back, and the next thing I know, everything in my pockets is dumped out on the ground. So what we did is we provided a way that it actually stops from all of your stuff spilling out. So it's really cool. It's a no spill pocket. We love them, and they've been performing really well, but it's not so tight that you can't pull anything out. Anything is very easily accessible in that pocket. So those are your 2 front pockets. Your 2 front pockets, and then over here you get a hidden zipper pocket. So it's right on the seam. It's not big enough to reach your entire hand into this pocket. This is meant to carry something like AirPods or something minimal that you can literally just slide out, but you can't stick your whole hand into this pocket. It's just you reach down with the finger and grab whatever's in there. It's not very big.
It's about that big on your pocket. There's about the size of it on your hip, and then you can zip it up and make sure it doesn't fall out. This is really nice when you're on an airplane. You have AirPods to make sure they don't slip out and you leave the airplane with your AirPods on back behind you. Really good pocket to keep valuables and small items secure.
On the back, you've got 2 hand pockets back here. We've done it as minimal as possible, so you're not seeing the full stitch line. It ends right here, and then just a very unique, just basic hand pocket back here. We have added a hidden zipper pocket on the right side. So on this right side, you get if you are traveling or needing to carry something like a passport or a wallet that you actually don't want to get stolen or fall out, there is a zipper pocket in the back as well. So that's convenient. And then that's the full 7 pocket system. The last thing with the pocket setup is just, I think I mentioned this at the beginning, but just the ability to space your things out. So you don't need to use every single one of these pockets. It's more just gives you the ability to use it in different situations. So I personally don't have 7 things that I'm putting in my pockets. I usually only carry 2 to 3 things. But when I'm carrying those things, they're able to be spaced out. But then when I go travel, I do have a place for my passport, or I do have a place for, I don't know, ibuprofen or whatever it is that I'm needing to put and keep on me at all times. So super convenient for travel as well as every day, and super versatile. Okay, so that's the pocket system. They've got big belt loops, so you'll be able to fit a full-size belt. They extended down below the waistline, and then my favorite feature for sure on these pants is what we're calling the NOMATIC Stretch Tech. This feature, we debated long and hard about this because there's obviously pros and cons to having your pants, your waistline expand and contract. And we needed it to be able to expand in the right times and contract in the right times. So when you're out at a restaurant, you eat a huge meal and you're unbuttoning your pants because it's way too tight and you're sitting down, or you're on a plane for long extended periods of time, or you're squatting, or whatever it may be. We found there are so many times that the pants were just so constricting around the waist. And so adding just a little bit of stretch. So we went for our prototypes, we went very far and made one that was very stretchy, and we narrowed it down to one that we feel like is just the right amount of stretch that allows your pants to expand and contract without feeling too baggy or soggy after you wear them. So
or
it's
feeling like they're going to fall off.
Or feeling like they're going to fall off. Exactly. It does provide the perfect amount of hold. We've increased the strength of the elastic band in here so that it fits snug, and the elasticity retains its elasticity. And so with each wash or whatever, it kind of resets and kind of it holds your body perfectly.
Yeah, and I think that's important to say that it's not just that there's just material that can stretch. There actually is an elastic band inside of here that creates that stretch and allows it to stretch and go in and out really easy. So as you can see, there's the stretch it gives, but that reinforces it and keeps it strong and durable over time.
Yeah, just to reiterate, there's nothing you need to do here. It's not like you need to unclip anything or anything. This just naturally happens by itself. So it'll stretch out and then come back. And we're talking, a very small amount of stretch, but it ends up being just the right amount to accommodate for that, which also helps in sizing a little bit. So if you're unsure, if you're, sitting between, let's say, a 32 and a 34 waist, and you're unsure which size to choose, you can go with a smaller size and expect that the waistband will actually expand a little bit to help with that. Or if you fluctuate a lot during the year, these pants will fit you for long amounts of time. So great feature. Definitely our favorite feature on these pants. Moving down here, we've got a gusseted, I guess those are not gusseted, but this crotch panel in here is
Gusseted crotch panel.
It is gusseted, yeah. It's got added space essentially. So it provides just a slight amount of comfort and I guess flexibility when you're sitting down, and so that the pants aren't crunching up so much. Very important feature. And then the articulated knee here essentially means that we've done a stitch across the back, which just helps it taper correctly. It helps it sit right on your leg, and below your knee, it will look clean and bend in all the right places. And then small cuff details here, which is just a little cutout, just to add a little bit of flair, or if you like to have
not flare, but just a little bit of a.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that it's flaring
not
out.
in the term of flaring out, but
These aren't bell bottoms.
something to add something interesting, I should say.
Yeah.
A little detail, and then all custom hardware, the zippers and the shank button there, and then on the inside of the button, or I guess the inside of the pant, we have an additional snap button. So that allows for it keeps your pants tighter and cleaner as far as when they come together. It keeps them snug, but it also helps with just as you put them on or take them off, it helps add that added support and takes pressure off of the main shank button so that you're not getting that really hard pull on that button. So yeah, I think, did I miss any features?
The only thing to talk about is the coating on the material. And I don't know if I'm going to go into that. So on the pants, joggers, and jacket, we've applied a DWR coating, and it's basically a water resistance, water repellent coating. And this is really common on outdoor apparel, especially if it's snow gear or rain gear or anything like that. And it's really important that we're very clear about how this works and make sure we're telling you how it works, so it's not, when you get it, it's not something else than what you expect. So as with all companies that use this type of DWR coating, it's a coating that overwashes, it will slowly deteriorate and fall off of the pant, jacket, and jogger. And depending on what level you use, it determines when that will sort of wear off. We're using an eco-friendly DWR. On the pant, it's a C0, which is a very eco-friendly version of a DWR. And on the jacket, we use a C6, which is also eco-friendly, but just a little bit more robust. And there's a trade-off with the DWR coating that you use. If you go with a more robust DWR coating, there's less breathability. And so you have to decide whether you want to balance more breathability or more water resistance. So for the pants, we went with the C0, which offers more breathability. But if you hand me that cup, I'll show you guys kind of what this does. It's a pretty cool feature. I don't know if hopefully you'll be able to actually see it. Do you want to tell me if they can see it on Instagram? Yeah, maybe hold that up. So let's see. So here's, you can see the water will just like drip off of that. You guys need to undo the lid and kind of pour it. Just go for it. So there's water. It just splashes off of it and stays dry, which is pretty rad. So this is an unwashed pair of pants. And like I said, over time, this will naturally wear off. But there are things you can do to re-up the water resistance. There's stuff called Nix wax that you can wash your clothes with that re-energizes the water resistance, and that will help it stay on longer. But as this wears off, the material itself is 100% polyester, which is an aquaphobic material. It repels water naturally. And I found that as I wear these, and I've washed them a bunch of times, and I get out in rain, it dries very quickly. And also if I've been eating and I spill something on, it washes off very easily, even as the DWR coating has worn off. So the water resistance isn't 100% water repellent, waterproof material on these clothes.
Yeah. Do you want to try and show them what it looks like? These pants have been washed about 4 or 5 times, most likely, and been worn. And so I don't know if you'll be able to see how it beads off, but oops, let me lift it up higher so you can see.
Let's see if you can see this. Ready? So as you can see, it beads off a little bit.
It definitely beads off, but as soon as you apply any pressure to the water, like if you shake it, it will usually bead off and fall off. If the material is being stretched, it will soak in more, or if you actually rub the material, it will soak in more. So it's something that wears off over time, and we want to make sure that everyone understands this isn't going to be waterproof for the rest of your life. So when you first get them, the first time it'll do amazing and perform perfectly, and then slowly over time as you wash, unless you're using these other products, like there are products out there. If water repellent is the most important thing to you, there's Scotchgard and other things that you can actually spray this clothing with. It will take away some of that breathability, but add 100% waterproof or water resistant if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah. So it's just that trade-off: breathability versus water resistance on the pants. We decided breathability was more important, while we still wanted to offer some of that water and stain resistance. So that's the pants.
Last thing to mention on the pant would be the color. So they come in khaki, black, and gray. And so you saw the gray there. We were pouring water on those. This is what the khaki looks like, and this is what the black looks like. So
yeah, and the sizes is the sizing you would expect. We actually ended up adding one size because we went down to a 28-30 on the waist and inseam, and we go up to a 38. So that's the range. As we start out, and yeah, there's classic and slim fit, and then the inseams will go anywhere from 30, 32, and 34. As we expand and get more into apparel, we hope to be able to offer more sizes outside of that. But as we start in apparel and we get used to offering these types of products, that's the range that we're starting with on the pant.
So the classic and slim fit, to describe that difference to you, they're very similar. I would say the classic is more of your classic fit pant, what you would expect that would feel like. It's a little bit, I wouldn't call it baggy. It's just a little bit more straight cut, where the slim fit tends to taper more after you hit the knee. It tends to taper more down the leg. It's not like a skinny jean or anything like that, so it's not going to be squeezing your leg, but it will be more tapered than the classic.
And I'd say it's pretty true to what you have seen in the market. If you're already buying slim pants that are like these, you should buy slim pants if that's what you like. If you like classic, then buy the classic. I'm wearing a classic. I'm 6'2", and these fit well. This is a 36-32 pant.
And I'm wearing a slim. I'm 6'1", and they fit me well. And this is 34-32 pant.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's move on. We're gotta be mindful of time. So that's the pant. Is there anything else? No. Maybe we ask, is there any questions on the pant while we're on pants in particular? No? Okay, like I said, we have our social media and customer service team helping out back there, so I'll refer to them every now and then. Okay, so the jogger. So we just had spent a lot of time talking about materials and DWR coating. This jogger has the exact same makeup of materials that make up this fabric. The difference is it's about 17% lighter weight than the pant. So it's thinner, it's more breathable, designed to be a little more casual, maybe more comfortable as you're traveling, things like that. So it still has the warp knit mechanical stretch. So the stretch doesn't come from spandex. One good thing about that is spandex over time will wear out. It loses its memory. It's less breathable. And over time, it may not be a good material for pants. So the mechanical stretch allows breathability and just a stretch that will last and feel good over time. So that's the material, same DWR C0 coating that has the same, everything that we just talked about. I won't go into that again.
Slightly lighter than the pant.
Yeah, 17% lighter weight than the pant itself. So it feels better in that regard. The pocket systems on the pants, there's 5 pockets on the joggers. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5. So 2 hand pockets. They also offer the same anti-spilling concept where on the side, there's a little stitch that comes out from the side. So if things are sitting around the edges, you're sitting down, it'll get stopped by that, which is nice. It has a little bit of stretch here to make it easy to get access into the pocket. So it opens up as you're trying to reach in. That's the 2 hand pockets. I wonder if we should pull this closer. Far away. Let's do that. That better? Okay. And you see that on Instagram good? Okay. So there's the 2 hand pockets. And then we moved on the pant. We have this pocket right here, the hip pocket that could fit AirPods. On this one, we put it up here near the front part of the pant right there. That slips in. It's a smaller pocket. You wouldn't be able to fit your whole hand in there. But something like AirPods or, like John said, like ibuprofen while you're traveling or something could fit really well in there. Will never fall out because it has a zipper closure on it. That's that pocket. On this side, there's a thigh pocket, which is great for like a passport or other items. It's deep enough to fit a passport in there. Pretty deep pocket there. That zips up. The draw cord on this is really nice. So some people like the look of having the draw cord and others don't. And so we designed this so it can go either way. Let me get a pair of joggers. So basically, the draw cord is facing out right now. And then on the inside of the draw cord, so now I've turned it inside out, there is, you can see the cord there. So I can pull this cord from the outside. And now that will just sit inside. So as you can see now, there's one in and one out. So you can decide if you want that to go in and out, and it easily goes in and outside of that through that hole, just by pushing that through like that. And now it's out again. So you can decide if you want an inside or outside draw cord, which is nice. Then moving around to the back side of the pant, there's one back pocket that's zippered as well. Zipper. So just one secure back pocket right there. And let's see. One thing I love about the jogger is I personally like this design a lot because on the actual cuff, it's a really clean looking cuff. The body material just continues down as if it were a pant. So you don't have a lot of rib knit or some stretchy elastic that you can see there. So it looks really clean on the aesthetic. So up close, I'll let you guys see what that looks like and how that's made. So we got on the front, this is just the pant material looking straight on. And then if you look from the side, you can see it transitions between the front pant material and then a back more elastic or stretchy material. Just offering a clean aesthetic on the outside at the cuff of the pant. Anything else on the jogger? I think that's it.
Colors.
Oh, colors and size. So let's talk to that. So the jogger is offered in black, gray, and navy. And sizes will be small, medium, large, and extra large, and double XL. And that's it. Okay, we'll move on.
Great. Next, the Outset tee. So this T-shirt is unique. We searched high and low for the best fabric we could possibly find, and ultimately landed in India, which we did not expect to find it there, but that's where it was. It was sent to us as a prototype, and as we felt this material, it was like, we have to have this. It was so soft, just buttery smooth on the inside, but then it also provided this the right amount of thickness. So some t-shirts feel flimsy and thin, and others feel way too heavy. This is right in the middle. This is the perfect weight where it kind of has an effortless drape. We've added a little bit of a weighted hem to kind of provide that drape, and then we've reinforced all the stitching. And I would say I'm pretty picky on my t-shirts, and over the years have tried a lot of different ones, and this one by far has been my favorite. For the t-shirt, we have two different types. So we have a drop hem, which is like you can see on Jacob maybe here a little bit better.
And the straight is the straight. That's drop. This is straight.
So show them what the side looks like here.
Sorry.
Yep. Drop hem. It kind of it goes up and then it just cuts down. So what that does is it provides a little bit more coverage on the back as you bend over and stretch or whatever, squat down. You won't be showing that plumber's crack off. And it provides just, if you like that look and feel, then that's great. If you prefer the more classic look, we have a straight hem as well. The length on both are almost exactly the same to here, right?
The front.
The front will not drop as low in the back for the straight or the classic, but it will just go all the way around. In these t-shirts, we're offering black, white, and navy. And anything else in the tee?
Small, medium, large, extra large, double XL.
Yep. Oh, I want to show you like minimal logos. So here's the logo hit on the back, a little tiny triangle there right on the neck, and then NOMATIC logo hit on the side here. So very minimal.
All right. And the last, but certainly not least, is I guess, any questions on the jogger or t-shirt that we missed? Are we getting anything important on those?
We have a question on the pants.
Oh, okay.
They're wondering, what's the largest size, and do you have future plans of big and tall sizes?
Okay. Yeah, so right now our biggest size on the pant is a waist size of 38, length inseam of 34. And for the future, yes, we do plan to expand as we're getting started in apparel and learning everything about apparel and how to run an apparel brand. We're starting with the most common sizes, and then once that picks up, then we'll expand onto bigger and bigger sizes, or smaller and smaller sizes, or tall size, and we'll keep considering those. And NOMATIC, we really like to listen to our customers' feedback. So as we continue to grow, we'll just be asking for feedback from you guys and decide what sizes we want to do. Any other?
Do the pants have a shine to it, like slacks?
No, we actually, I don't know if you're hoping for that or not hoping for that. So I hope the answer I give is the right one for you. But as we were developing these, we actually got a pair that had a shine to it. We ended up deciding to go with a full dull thread at the base of what makes up the pant material. And so the pant is definitely designed to be more of a matte finish to the pant.
And last one for the pants. Are the pants good with rain?
Are the pants good with rain? So for those of you, if this, what we mentioned before was it has a DWR coating. It's an eco-friendly DWR coating. And as with all clothing that has this type of coating on it, this coating will deteriorate over time as you wash it. If you never wash your pants, that'd be gross, but you could, and it would stay on for a long time. But over time, it will start to wear off, and as water hits it, it will soak in. So I wouldn't call these like waterproof rain pants by any means. Over time, that will deteriorate. And like I said before, it's a trade-off between breathability and water resistance. And we felt like we hit a point that felt good. Breathability seemed to be more important to us and those that we interviewed and asked questions to. So we went to the side of breathability more than waterproof. And so we landed on a spot that we think feels good. If you want to re-energize or re-up your water resistance on it, you can wash it in something called Nix Wax or other types of detergents and things that you can wash clothes in that revitalizes that DWR coating.
Jump into the jacket?
Okay. Yeah, jacket. Let's do it. So this jacket has so many features. It is such a fun product. This jacket is, so the body material is 100% polyester with a side panel that has a stretch to it. I believe it's about 85% polyester, 15% spandex. And so the side panel has some stretch to give you more mobility. It is also coated in that DWR coating. That's a C6 DWR eco-friendly coating. And just like the pants, this will wear off over time, but because it's C6 instead of C0, it will last longer than the C0 will. So we'll be able to go through more washes without deteriorating quite as fast. Yeah, it's not intended to be a rain jacket, so it isn't waterproof, but it is water resistant as you first get it and start using it. The jacket is a lightweight mid-layer jacket, so there is a thin layer of insulation. I cut one up so we could show this on this feed, but there's a liner material and a body material on these, and then inside of that there's an insulation layer. As you can see, this insulation layer is pretty thin, but that's like the thickness of the insulation inside of the jacket. Like I said, it's a lightweight mid-layer jacket. This is designed to be used in temperatures of about 40 to 70 degrees, and which is perfect for traveling when you're in airports and airplanes that are cold. And sometimes when you're on an airplane, it can fluctuate in temperature and get too warm. And for that, we have, let's see, I hope you can see it in there. Can you see that? Yeah, let's see that. You just need it against something white, so I'll hold it up against my shirt. So you can see that's the armpit is where I'm holding this. So you can see the little holes in the armpit that are perforated, laser cut holes that allow for breathability into your body so that it doesn't get so hot and stay hot in the jacket. It breathes really well. Next up, talking about the pockets on the jacket. So one of the best things about this jacket, we tried to figure out, at NOMATIC, we create the most functional products ever. That's our goal, is to make them extremely functional. And function has different meanings. As we got to apparel, applying function was an interesting idea, because you don't want a jacket with 100 pockets, because then you don't like to wear it because it's not really functional, because function is related to comfort and mobility and breathability. And it's just the most useful jacket you could have for all those reasons. But to give some level of organization or function to it, we created something called the dashboard pocket. So right here, you probably can't see it too well because we designed it to be kind of hidden and unseen. There's a clean pocket here. There's a zipper. You pull this down and opens up a little, we call it the dashboard pocket. This is black on black. Why don't you come up here and show that? Because I think that this is hard to see in the video. Let's do the gray. So yeah, there you go. So there it is closed, and then you open it up, and there's 5 pockets let's see, 3 pockets in there. 4 pockets, sorry. There's 2 smaller pockets that are up on the chest that fit like AirPods, a hotel key, a credit card key, a luggage tag, luggage claim tag, things like that. And then next, there's 1 bigger pocket below those 2 that holds a passport. You can put your phone in it, anything bigger like that. There's also a pen sleeve next to that bigger pocket where you can slide a pen into for customs docs while you're traveling and things like that. And then, so that's the dashboard pocket. Slides up, and as you can see, it's pretty minimal on there. The next piece is there's 2 hand warming pockets, 2 big hand warming pockets. Put your hands in there and show them how much. You can fit those pretty deep in there. And it's fleece line on the front of the hand warming pocket, so it feels good, keeps your hands warm in there. Inside the chest, on the left chest, there is a passport pocket, or right chest. There's a passport pocket, a zip pocket, so you can put anything in there and keep it secure and safe. And those are all the pockets of the jacket. Moving on to the hood. The hood is pretty roomy. It has space, but it feels really nice. Work out those thighs. Mm-hmm. And then there's there's an adjuster back here that gives peripheral view. So turn sideways so they can see how it opens up the peripheral. So as I pull this, I put that up. So as I pull this, you'll see on the side, it opens up the eyes so you can see peripheral. And that's the hood. I can do that for you.
Thank you.
Okay. So that's the hood. Very comfortable, space, roomy, feels good on a plane, feels good when walking around, when doing anything. On the cuffs, let's talk about the cuff. So we take a lot of time figuring out how to design this cuff the right way. So on the back, it gives a little bit more coverage on the top of the hand. And on the back side, on the other side, it's cut up just a little bit. And there's also a thumb hole where you can stick your thumb through. And this is a stretch material that will allow you to get your hand in and out of the jacket easily. Yeah, that's the cuff. Super clean design and aesthetic there. And on the trims, all custom trims, just like we have on the pant and other places. There's a little logo hit on there. And as you unzip it, there's a little life on the move, little logo hit there. Now, the coolest feature, I've been saving the best for last. So the coolest feature of all, on the jacket, on that, let's see, that means the left hand warming pocket, you can actually take the whole jacket, tuck it into itself. And because the front side of that pocket is a fleece lining, when you tuck it on, it becomes a travel pillow, and that fleece lining becomes a really soft material to put against your face. Feels amazing. So it's the perfect size little travel pillow while you're on planes and things like that. I recently traveled out to New York from Salt Lake, and I put the jacket. I didn't necessarily need it as a pillow, but I just wanted sizes and colors. It comes in two colors, black and gray, and it comes in small through XXL on sizing. And the other thing we didn't talk about is the back lower hem. So on the back of the jacket, this mannequin's arm doesn't articulate very well, but as you can see back here, the back side is lower than the front side. So as you bend over, it gives you coverage there, and also I think there's a cool look to the jacket as well.
This is an extra large jacket. I would normally wear a large 6'1".
Yeah, but you can see the dropped hem back there. It looks really clean and gives you that coverage, keeps you a little more warm. And like I said, a lightweight mid-layer jacket designed for about 40 to 70 degrees in temperature. And yeah, so those are the 4 pieces of the NOMATIC Outset Apparel Collection. And do we have any more questions from anyone?
What's the inside material of the jacket?
Such a good question. So this, honestly, when you put this jacket on, every time we've given this to somebody to try on, their reaction is like this. Ooh. Like this feels like a sleeping bag. The material is actually, I believe it's a polyester. Do you want to ask them real quick?
Yeah.
Make sure. We're gonna ask the designers. They know more about all the particulars. But just saying it's polyester doesn't do it justice. It feels like you're slipping into a sleeping bag. It is so comfortable and just smooth and feels really nice.
100%
So,
nylon.
Nylon, not polyester, 100% nylon. So that's the inner lining. It's yeah, you can see it there. It's just a black nylon material, but feels amazing. It feels so smooth and good. What next? Any other questions?
Is the interior material cold to the touch?
Cold to the touch? I'd say when I put it on, it feels cool, but there's nothing that's like causing it to be cool to touch, but it feels good. I also, this is kind of a fun development story. As we were making this jacket, we were deciding between a couple different materials for the lining material. And to test it a couple weeks ago, I went outside in 70-degree weather, walked down a big hill, and then sprinted up the hill with this fully zipped up and like as tight as it could be so that I could test breathability. And so I start sweating. I get inside, and it was pretty awesome to see within like 5 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes, however long it was. On each of the jackets, they each started. I basically started feeling normal again. On how do I explain this well? The ability to return back to the normal state it was when I put it on, like feeling really good and cool and comfortable. On this final material we used, it was a lot quicker. It was very breathable and felt really good pretty quick after sprinting up a big hill and testing out the breathability. So it's when I put it on, and when it hasn't been worn, it feels cool to me when I put it on.
Jacob typically runs hot too, so
very warm.
Him to say that this jacket is the right temperature for people who run warm, you'll be okay. And for people who are colder, like I tend to feel a little colder outside. It's been great for me as well. Like Jacob said, in that 40 degrees, you kind of start to feel, if you're in 40 degrees for too long, you'll start like over an hour, you'll start to feel cold, but it will keep you warm for a while. And then once you get up into that 70-degree range, you kind of start to break over where you start to overheat, or you feel like you need to take your jacket off. And it never has felt sticky on the arms. Like I've worn some jackets where it actually starts like, you can tell that you're feeling sweaty and it starts to kind of stick to you. That hasn't happened with this one. If I do get hot, I notice, and you can take it off without it being too sweaty or gross.
Yeah. So it breathes really well. It was definitely one of the big focuses. And I run warm, like John said. So having a jacket that can breathe well was extremely important to me. So I've traveled all over the country with this jacket now, and I've loved it. It's amazing in all the different situations. It's been awesome.
Does it work the same way as the pants with the water rolling off?
So, yes. So the question is, does it have the same water resistance as the pants with water rolling off? And the answer is yes, and it's actually even better than the pants. So the DWR coating on the pants is classified as C0. That's the level. So it's a lower level but offers more breathability. On the jacket, it's C6 coating. So we can show you real quick. Let's do it again. I'll hold this up. Can you all see that? As you can see, it all just beads up and washes off and rolls off like that. Yeah.
And it will beat up like this, and if you just give it a shake,
It'll
the
just
water
pop off.
pops off. If you take the water that's beaded up and you actually rub it with your hand, it will start to soak into the jacket. So it's a water repellent, not waterproof.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't consider this a rain jacket. I think that's important to note. It's not a rain jacket. It's a jacket, a mid-layer, lightweight jacket to keep you warm in 40 to 70 degree weather. Okay.
What's at the bottom of the jacket? Does it have a draw cord around the bottom?
Oh, the jacket does not have a draw cord around the bottom. It's designed to be to fit comfortably at all the different sizes, and it's fitted in a way that feels good. And that drop hem gives you the coverage you need, but it doesn't have a draw cord inside of there to tighten that up around the base of the jacket.
Can you wear the hood over a helmet?
Over a helmet, it's big, but I would be nervous to promise that you could wear it over a helmet. I mean, I guess I won't put it on. I don't have a helmet to show you if it fits over it. I wouldn't say like, yes, I guarantee it'll fit over a helmet. It is bigger than most jacket hoods, but I think it would be a bit tight. So maybe. Sorry, I'm not a good person to guess. I don't wear hoods on.
Depends on your helmet too. If you're talking about a motorcycle helmet, no way. If you're talking about a bike helmet, maybe. But like Jacob said, you can see about, once I have it zipped up, you can see about how much space there is left.
Yeah, we can maybe.
It's once it's around your head, getting a helmet up inside of here it's gonna lift the jacket. It's not gonna be a great experience. I would say it's definitely not built for a helmet. It's just built for heads. Yeah.
Okay, that looks like all the questions that we had. If you guys have any more questions, go ahead and comment on this live feed on the comment section, and our social media team will be watching those. They'll be monitoring them and getting back to you. So thank you guys so much, everyone who's backed it. Like I said, our goal was $100,000. We're at $300,000, so we've tripled our goal. We had 1,000 people who have backed this campaign, and it's been awesome to see that most people are actually buying the full collection, one of everything. And that's been, we just are so humbled and grateful for everyone who has supported us on these campaigns. It means so much to us. So thank you. We've put so much time into it. We know you guys are going to love them when you get them. So we just appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Yeah, and we do offer kind of a money back guarantee. So within like 30 days after you get your product from Kickstarter, if you feel like it's not right for you or for whatever reason it doesn't meet your expectations, we'll happily refund you, and you can send that back to us in its original packaging. So thank you, like Jacob said, thank you for everyone who supported us. We wouldn't be here without our Kickstarter supporters. And if you've never supported one of our Kickstarters, this is a good one to jump on and join the ride. So thanks for all your support.
Thanks, everyone.